Hello students. So today let us see how to use this scientific calculator. So this is scientific calculator Casio FX82MS. So this is having 82 functions inbuilt. So there is available about 991 MS also. So this is basic scientific calculator which we are going to use for BSc 5th semester numerical analysis. Okay. Yeah, so now let us see first. So there is the on button here, you have to press the on button and see that your mode, the starting mode is with a D, okay, digital mode. Now you have to use algebraic equations like x square minus 1 is equal to 0, x cube minus 3x plus 2 is equal to 0 and so on. You have to use this calculator in D mode. To use transcendental equations like cos x, sin x, tan x, exponential, ln x, etc., you have to use the calculator in radian mode. So let us see how to set the calculator in the radian mode. So you have to click on mode twice. Then see here 1 for DEG, 2 for radian. You have to press 2 for the radian. So now see your calculator is set in a R mode. Okay. So now you can see all the basic functions of mathematics: sin x, cos x, tan x, log x, x cube, ln x, exponential, permutation, combination, okay, factorial, pi, e, all are there inbuilt in this calculator. Okay. So now you can see that there are three types of colors: the pink colored buttons and yellow colored buttons and white colored buttons. Okay. So to use yellow colored buttons, that is the x factorial, NPR and e power x, cube root of any function, inverse trigonometric functions, you have to use shift button. So when you press shift button and press sine, you get a sine inverse. So likewise cos inverse, tan inverse and so on. Okay. So if you are not using shift button, then whatever the label is there on the buttons, top buttons, that will come up in the function. Okay. So now sine. Okay. How much sine 90 is? Yeah. So this difference is because we say that sine 90 is degree, but the calculator is in radian now. Okay. So then you have to use sine pi by 2. How to use sine pi by 2? And where is pi? Shift exp pi by 2 close bracket, then we get sine pi by 2 is 1. Okay. So that means the calculator is now running in the radian mode. What is cos 0? Cos 0 radian, that is 1. Yes, correct. Okay. Tan 45, pi by 4. Okay, tan pi by 4, 1. Yes, now the calculator is running in the radian mode. Fine. Yeah. So now for numerical methods we get several iterations: x0, x1, x3, x4, so on. So if you are going to use this answer button very efficiently, then you are going to finish the numerical methods in half of time. Okay. So let us see with an example how this calculator is used in the example of an bisection method. Fine. So now here we have an example. Find the root of the equation f of x is equal to x cube minus x minus 1 using bisection method. So what is the solution? So f of x is equal to x cube minus x minus 1. By trial and error we have to see where the root lies. So f of 1 gives you minus 1 and f of 2 gives you 5. So therefore f of 1 is negative and f of 2 is positive, therefore root lies in the interval 1, 2. So immediately by using bisection method we get x0. x0 is equal to 1 plus 2 by 2, that is the end points. of the interval divided by 2 gives you the initial value, that is x naught. So now to check x naught, what we need to do? So we have the equation what? And even if you keep radian for algebraic equations also, it won't give any difference. Okay, so better to set your calculator in the radian mode only instead of D. Okay, because we can use both the transcendental as well as algebraic functions in the radian mode. So now see, we have to check this whether this f of x naught is positive or negative. So 1.5 cube minus 1.5 minus 1. So this gives you what? 0.875. So that is positive, right? Get greater than 0. So then you have to revise this second value, that is f of 2 is 5. Okay, 0.875 is lower than 5, therefore we have to take the instead of f of 2, now we have to take f of x naught. Okay, so now x1 is equal to 1 plus x naught divided by 2, that is 1 plus 1.5 divided by 2. Okay, what is 1 plus 1.5 divided by 2? That is 1.25. That is 1.25. So now see, this answer we have got it. We have to check this f of x1 now. What is x1? 1.25. Already answer is there. Just say answer cube minus answer minus 1. So this gives you what? Minus 0.298 approximately. Okay. So this is negative. Then you have to change the f of 1, because it was minus 1, now it is reduced to minus 0.2. So now x2 is x1 plus x naught divided by 2. Okay, so that is 1.25 plus 1.5 divided by 2. Okay, so now again check 1.25 plus 1.5 divided by 2, so gives you 1.375. Yeah, so now you have to check f of x2. Checking f of x2 is very easy. See, already answer is there. Answer cube minus answer minus 1 gives you what? Okay, 0.2246, that is greater than 0. Okay, so now the latest root which was greater than 0 was this. Now you have to use this. So instead of x naught you have to use x1. So x3 is equal to x1 plus x2, okay, divided by 2. Fine. So now this gives 1.25 plus 1.375 divided by 2. So now check 1.25 plus 1.375 divided by 2. So gives you what? Minus 0.0625. So this is negative. Okay. So now you have to change the latest negative one, that is x1. So you have to use you need to check f of x3. F of x3. Right. So f of x3, already we have x3 here. So this answer cube minus answer minus 1, so gives you negative. Okay. So before that you have to find x4, then you have to check x of x4, x5, f of x5, and so on till we get a required number of accuracy. Okay. Yeah. So now this is negative, we have to f of x3 is negative, therefore f of x3 is negative. Okay. Yeah. So x4 is x3 plus x2 by 2, that gives you 1.34375. f of x4 is positive, so x5 is x4 plus x3 by 2, and so on. So now see, f of x5 is also positive and f of x4 is also positive. So when you calculate x3, we are not going to use x4 because x5 is smaller than x4. So therefore, while using x6, we are using x5 plus 3 divided by 2. Okay. So on we get. So when you say x8, we have 1.323, approximately 1.324, and x9 we have 1.324. So this is till 3 decimal places we have approximate root. So therefore the root is 1.324. Okay. So that is how we are going to use this scientific calculator. So you have to be very careful while using answer. If you double press the equal, then you will get the next value. So therefore we have to be very careful with the answer. Okay. Also by using this button you can check the previous operations whether we have entered the correct digit or not. Also you can cross verify till the 90 steps. Okay. Yeah. So this is all about how to use scientific calculator for numerical methods. Thank you.